When Nutbush brought that lyric to you guys, how did you know it was going to be almost like an acapella versus one guy taking it and running with it?
Man, I loved it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? The
I
way that
love
he
it.
constructed it, the way that he did it, but just a quick little insider, man, the first version was completely different.
Really?
Version, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
that was out
You
there,
gonna
you
get
know what I
that
mean? And
too.
that first version was sick. It was dope too, but the second version is just
What made you guys choose the second version then?
Piece of forecast in it.
Yeah,
Like we
Mhm.
we made a forecast version.
yeah. He wrote it like for us.
Yeah, like he was us. He
Yeah.
wrote it from our
I
perspective.
think Uncle Sid had a lot to do with that, because
Yeah.
Uncle Sid at that point kind of knew what our sound was and
Uh-huh.
knew that song was going to work for us. And I think they were sitting on that song for years.
What is you guys' sound? That's good because I get tired of hearing the R&B because to me it begins to stereotype a whole group of individuals, but everybody has their unique sound. You guys is definitely unique. I loved it. I mean, it takes a lot to get me to move with these knees at my age. I was up and moving. What is you guys' sound? What is your identity and why do you have that identity versus the other R&B artists? It's like the OJs, the Temptations, the New Editions, and so forth.
We kind of critique ourselves, like I said, the past, the present, and the future. So when you hear us, you're gonna hear every element of that in our music. So that's what kind of makes us unique. You can't just pinpoint us in the past or the present. It's a collective whole.
What you getting ready to say?
I was gonna piggyback on the song. Like basically, like it gives each person a different version of the song, so you actually can see who and where we are set at in singing. Like my first verse is just simple, simple and low tone and all that. Then you got Cjayy, and then he takes it up, and then Uncle Al just takes it and make it sweeter. So it's always a different vibe when we all come together. So it's gonna be nice when we put it together.
Now, I noticed you guys have worked with a couple of great artists under the MECAP logo. And I saw in the video you guys work with K Hugs. What's that like?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
dope.
it was
Big
awesome,
sis.
Yeah.
awesome artist. Beautiful woman, very talented,
Very sweet.
very sweet,
She's so
very
sweet.
humble.
So
Yeah.
sweet. And then another one, Kelsey Marie.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's awesome. She has great music too. And then DK. Can't forget about the brother
Yeah.
DK. DK's dope.
Shout out to 12.
Yep, 12. Shout out 12. And a whole bunch of other artists.
How do you guys, I like the MECAP family. I like the young artists that are involved in creating a new legacy of music. I like the way that you guys have basically not being selfish with your music. I see that you guys take a lot of young artists and handcraft them. How does that make you feel? The knowing that you guys are the future and you're basically bringing new artists and keeping the dream alive with Uncle Sid and the MECAP label.
It's an honor. I'm very humbling to know that we get this opportunity to push our music forward. It's something that we've loved to do since we were knee high.
What's it like working with Nutbush? I mean, here's a nutty professor.
Fire.
I mean,
He
this
always
dude
call
can
him
play
legend.
every instrument under the sun.
Legendary.
Really?
Oh yeah. We seen all the plaques, the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Keep sweat. All in there. It's crazy.
And the thing about with Nutbush is he allows you to be you. You know what I mean?
What do you mean when you say that? Because we hear that so much from people that says he or she allowed me to be you. What does that mean to you when somebody says that?
Well, in my opinion, some situations where you go record and do a song that someone produced or, wrote or whatever, they want you to sing it a certain way that they want it. You know what I mean? And with Nutbush, he allows you to be comfortable and, just kind of explore with what you want to do with your voice. Now, of course, he won't allow you to go off track, you know what I mean? But he allows you to, kind of go outside the box a little bit.
What do you think about that? What does it mean to you?
Nutbush is, just that genius type of person, like engineer guy. He like, all right, I want you to do this. But yeah, he like CJ said, do it your way. And then like, I'm not that type of person to do all the runs and all that. He was like, you got falsetto? I'm like, no. He's like, do it anyway. But I'm like, I ain't got a falsetto. He's like, try it. And you're like, all right. So I'm like, thinking in my head, like, you ain't gonna fail if you don't try.